Again, this is helping to bring our set into the background so that the background doesn't just feel like a backdrop rather than it feeling like an actual place that we were visiting. To help bolster this feeling of the sun coming from behind them, we used a GT400 from behind them, and we put a can. On top of that can, we put a gel, and we used a more of like an orangey yellow color. And the reason why we use that is, again, to help create that feeling of the sun being lit from behind them. We wanted to make sure that all of that light was really bouncing around the space. While we had the light coming mostly from the right side of their faces, I wanted to make sure that the left side wasn't in shadow. So we had 2 V-flats out to create a wider space for that light to hit, bounce, and then reflect back onto their faces. Essentially, all of our light is coming from one direction, and we're bouncing that light back onto their faces from the opposite direction. While we posed our couple, we talked to them about the feeling that we wanted them to kind of take on, and I think that they did a beautiful job. The way that Christy and her husband posed, Jakaran, it just felt like this romantic setting. And while we were reviewing the photos, Christy mentioned how much the images reminded her of romance novels. And I immediately saw what she was saying because I am also familiar with those covers. So maybe subconsciously that's kind of where we were heading towards for the inspiration, especially because of how we had to balance his suit along with the inspiration that she wanted. So the romantic gown that we had for her, the way that her daughter was nude in the images, her husband wearing that very romantic and classic suit, everything came together so seamlessly. I totally could see this being a cover of a new romance novel.